Alright, well, if you can see this, I've rode to the end of the James River Galloway Trail. It ends here off the highway. That road connects to Battlefield. I'm using the Bianchi. It's a pretty nice ride, and I've just pulled over here to get some drink. I got a couple water bottles. So far, nice trail. I'm going to take you back, some pictures and little video clips through the going back, because I'm going to ride back towards the house now. So to this point for me, it's about a 15-mile ride from my house. You know, some people might take their car to the opening of this trail over by Pershing School, but that's ridiculous. Take your car when you're going to ride the bike anyway. I'm just going to get on the bike and ride. Sorry, I got a little shakes and stuff, so my hand trimmers are messing up today, so be a little slower, but we're gonna get it done. And I'm just gonna do pictures and short little video snippets of cool stuff, so you get what the trail is about. Hopefully this is coming out good, otherwise I'm gonna have to voice over it. But people, please quit shooting up the signs. It's not cool. We got a nice little turnaround here where you could park if you were gonna ride to this point in the opening at this end. The other end's over by Pershing School, so there's places to park. I'll show you. I do notice there's no map at this end of the trail. It's a pretty comfortable ride. You know, I got some 700C wheels on a old Bianchi converted to a comfort bike here, really. So it's just a leisure ride today. I don't have a road bike. Nice high gear with Shimano cues. So nice system. Rock Bros pedals. You know, Tiger hubs with yeah. So then Tektro brakes, levers and brakes. So nothing special, nothing high dollar, an old 80s 87 Bianchi frame. This Columbus, so it is nice and light. But some of the hills I pull with this one glide setup I got on here, and I know that is a double Sugino Shimano 600 sprocket on the front color, but I leave it on the lowest. I use it as a one by. I still do. There's a couple I'll take pictures of. I do have to walk the bike up. So I mean, it's like, whoop. But it's just a short little one. It's the only one. You know, I'm not Mr. Athlete either, so probably a lot of people that won't have to do that. So, alrighty, let's get along. This is the nicer part of the trail where it looks like it's been kept a little more maintained. There are some rough parts, and I'll show you that and talk about that. And there's some cool stuff along the way I'm going to show you. Okay? Sweet, let's get moving. Video 2. This is the hill I have to walk up. It's really steep. Then we go up it here. And we're following Highway 65, Schoolcraft Freeway. Got a neat wall, you know. Trail is a bit overgrown in places. And you got this going down with a really steep curve. Be careful if this is slick, because this does fill up with water under here. We got a nice river over here. Nice lake. You go under this cool bridge. Hop on the bike. Wow. We'll go down. Ride my brakes down together. Oh, you can hear that. That's kind of cool. Under the bridge. Hop off the bike here. Now, caught. Shouldn't wear baggy pants when you go riding, but I did. Use me as an example of what not to do on some of this. We're just going to come over here and look at the lake. James River. Nice view. Beautiful. It just rained, getting ready to rain again. A little cloudy, a little murky, but it's still a beautiful ride. Beautiful lake. Beautiful stuff. I've got some back issues and leg issues, so I'm using the bike as a walker here. Don't fall, but beautiful. Wish people wouldn't graffiti. But on the other hand, you know, if the city and county held some, you know, contest, had some people draw some pretty graphics, you know, they could win their right to put their mural up there. If they had beautiful murals up there, then people might not be as apt to graffiti. I don't know. I've never graffitied, so I don't know what the motivation is, but and to this part here, it does go to nice paved through Galloway Village. And so now that I'm remounted here, got my steed, grab a gear, go up. And if you're tall like me, like I ride a 62 centimeter frame here, be careful with your head. On some of these low-hanging branches, you know, I'll have to duck. So here we go. As you can see, we got a nice trail through here. Be careful for some of the muddy areas if it's wet. There are places where it does flood across this trail when it gets wet. You will go down. I have before. Anyway, you can see the muddiness. All right. They do have some nice places to sit and stuff along the way, like big rocks, memorial rocks. They have benches too. They're pretty nice if you decide to sit. I ride the trail straight through it. It takes me between 30 to 45 minutes. All right, I'm gonna get going. Here we come to a crossroads where I've stopped, and there's the bench. And this is where it breaks off from the James River Galloway Trail. You can go straight to the Greenway Trail and the Trail of Honors, which I've never broke off and read that. I probably will next time. I'm getting tired of this. And then it continues right across there. It used to be an old section of highway years ago. And they have who donated them and everything. I got my water bottle here with ice, my second one there. Bring lots of hydration. These just happen to fit good. Sorry, I'm having trouble dropping stuff and staying standing here. These happen to fit my water bottle holders good. They freeze in the freezer good, they're sturdy. And my neighbor gave them to me. Hashtag neighborly kindness. I have great neighbors, and a lot of our neighbors here in Springfeild, Missouri are wonderful. So, what? I need my bike now. Alright, having trouble keeping stuff here. Gonna have to wash this old girl when I get back. She's pretty up. I got some new grips. These Dream Dash. I'm kind of liking them. So, alright, that's enough of that. Trying to get down the trail. There's where it goes from concrete into blacktop. We're going down. I'm going to show you a couple cool things along the way, little video snippets, and we're going to post this together. Seems to be the thing to do. So, if I don't get going, I'm not going to get my heart rate up. This isn't going to be exercise, which I mean it to do since I can't go running or walking with my legs and my knees. But, and if you do have mobility problems, bike, great. But I'll do a different video on that. Let's go. I'm at my next check mark. We got another bench to sit here. And we got the Springfeild Nature Center, which we can go down that gravel and go to the Nature Center. So I won't do today. And we're gone a mile there. Pershing School is where you exit the trail, and it's 4 miles from here. This sign's in really good shape. Like I said, 1.5 miles to the Nature Center. We might go visit that one day. I'm out here. There's a lot to explore on this trail. Be multiple videos. Be great. But anyway, so that's my next part in the trail. So, hey, let's keep going. And I don't recommend these tires. I got these tires on sale. I don't remember what brand they are, but they're 32Cs. They're, you can see them. I can't see it. I'm blind. I don't have my glasses, but they're a little slick, especially if you get on this grass stuff. So, yeah. Awesome. Back and I see something you don't see too often in Missouri. A lizard. Look at the little guy. Kind of cute. And I saw one of our little blue skinks go down in there that we have some. See if he'll let me get close enough to just kind of get a little look at him here. Stay there for a second though, guys. I'm slow at my phone. I shake too bad. Trying to zoom in on you. Look at him. Hey, there we go. All right, just a little share. Hey. Okay, here's one of the cool parts of the trail. We got a little Galloway pub here. It's a Galloway grill. And you go behind it. On the trail, goes right behind it. Never ate there. I should try it. Been here a lot. Got a nice little sitting bench here. You can see you go right behind it. Under this cool awning. Beautiful mural. And a cool, absolute cool garden. Little mini garden here. I guess you should say flower garden. And then you come right out the other side. If you're biking this trail, it'd be a great way. I mean, a great place to stop and grab a bite or rest. If that's your thing, resting. I've been resting enough. Go ahead. Thank you. Got a stop sign. Okay. Got a nice little parking space here that if you wanted to, looks like, you know, like a carpool area. Doesn't say no parking. I mean, if I was going to park and do just the end of it, I could drive there. You could drive there and park and do either way if you wanted to just do half the trail or something. Part of the trail. Nice coffee shop. I'm a coffee person. Again, here through Galloway is probably the nicest part of the trail, even though you're by the road. Because nice and concrete up here, and then you got Sequoia Park up here. But, you know, that's just my opinion. You know. And they have some really cool buildings. Really cool apartments. Even the spa's kind of cool looking at the Galloway spa. Or this Alicia spa, Galloway. Really nice. Alright, I'm going to get going down the road. Alright, I decided to get off the trail. Just sit here on a bench at Sequoia Park for a while. To enjoy a nice little pond. The trail, you used to be able to go up some caves when I was little over there, but I think they've shut the caves off. That wraps around. We got benches. And these benches. There's a fountain over there you can fill up and across. Get a picture of it and add it in. Just topped off my water bottles at it, and I'll sit here and drink a bit, and I'll top my water bottles off. Definitely gonna have to give the old girl a bath when I get back. But nice trail. Nice trails. Got some geese here I just saw earlier. Sure they'd be more friendly if you had some bread or something. I don't know if I'm picking it up, but there's some dragonflies out there flying. This is just a leisure ride. If I'd keep forgetting to stop Strava, it would be a little better for my times, but oh well, it's going to show a lot longer than what it took. A few less miles, and you know, takes a while. Oh, look, there's two together. It's kind of cool. All right, zoom out and see if I can catch some more beautifulness there. Now, get you guys on down the trail. So Kurt Secreto sitting over there on the bench. They got a little place where you can walk down and go. Looks like go hiking here. And hike under this bridge. Into that bridge. Or if you get it down there, maybe. And heck us some mountain biking or something. Definitely man-made. Might be cool to follow. Go over here to the fountain and fill up my water bottle. Emptied it again. Be good for the rest of the way home. Nice that there's a fountain right on the trail. Now that I've had my peaceful little rest, I'll fill this up and we're off. All right, just past Sequiota here a little ways. You can see a stop. You can see the trail really is eroding here and getting quite narrow in spots, and just falling off. It really needs some attention, but it doesn't seem like some of the trails are getting as much attention as they need to. Don't know if it's, you know, current administration, if it's funding. I don't know. I'm not a real political man here, but yeah. I mean, and if it's funding, I mean, I'd be more than happy like to pay for a bike license or something, or you know, a trail pass or something like they do in other states or whatever, to kind of help fund the upkeep of something like this. It's a nice trail and well used. It could be a nice trail. Has been a nice trail, well used, and you know, a little upkeep would go a long way. You know, like I said, it might be a funding issue. I really don't know, but there we go. And I just wanted to show you this. See, this is one of the little stop areas they've got at my cleaning. It's a shame someone did that to this bench. Yeah, so really nice. All right, I'm gonna let you go. Oh, and if you're coming back down, you know, oops, if you're coming back down, there's a little alley there you can get up, and Signal's a great place to stop. They got a bike rack, tire gate thing. You can get drinks, reasonable from the drinks. Just friendly. So, yeah. You do need to stop. It's a place to stop. You just walk your bike up the little path there. The creakiest parts of the trail, going under Battlefield. The lights don't seem to be working this time of day. Hey, a bird. Where's the nest? Hey, pretty bird. Anyways, that's one of the creepiest parts of the trail. Alrighty. Still on my way. We're at Battlefield and Lone Pine now. And as you can see, it's a little more grown out. We got some places where it's just falling apart, but still a nice trail. Just some rough parts. We got nice bridges down this part too. This is where the pretty bridges start. You know, it's kind of cool across the bridges and see the water down there. This one isn't as pretty as some of the others. It's concrete. But see, there's another place where she's falling apart pretty good. Nice little creek. There's one of those places you gotta watch out for where it could have some stuff on it. There's another bench and a rest area. Sidewalk to go up to the businesses if you want to stop and eat and do your business. Patch job, so I've maintained some, and now you get better. But we're going through Southern Hills, which is, I wouldn't say a rich community, but upper middle class. It's about like the neighborhood I live in. And you got some nice, what was I going to say? My mind took a blank. Nice little cookie cutters. Little trinkets along the way. Like the birthplace of Route 66 sign. They're kind of cool. So and this is a whole little other sitting area. You got the artist. The Route 66 birthplace. And there's another bridge. Now those are the bridges I like a little better. It's kind of cool. You know, it's kind of pretty. It's kind of a pretty little Easter egg to find on a find on your way. And so that's what's going on. Like I said, plenty of benches if you're a walker. Sitting area, so that's that. Well, I'm going to continue on my way. Got to show you this little tidbit. We'll check in as it goes. Thank you. Here's another cool little statue and memorial down the trail here. Facing one pine out here. Got some nice fields, nice woods still following the little lake over here. I'm coming up on the end of the trail here, so the other end, so I will have ridden it all the way through. Not a particularly long trail, but you know, enough for a leisure day and someone who's not particularly, you know, wild athletic like me. But yeah, so let's finish this up and we'll go on. Here we are. There's Pershing School. You can park there, park at the side of Seminole here because there's not any no parking signs. And I'm back at the start of the trail where I started. And what's nice is they do have, although they're kind of faded off, these little mile markers along the way. You know, no motorized vehicles. This is starting. You can park up in those parking lots. I'm sure people do. The public school. You know, got some nice crosswalks. You could go down there and ride more, but this is it. They got a couple nice booths here, benches here to sit on, and they've got my bike. Galloway Greenway. This is the Greenway Trail. There's a map. We're here, we're at the starting. So I started and I went all the way back up And then I went down. I didn't go to the conservation. See, we took a little video here, and that's where that would go. Now, I didn't take the other, but then I went, see, there was another spring off I could have taken, but I went down and then back around here. So I think next time I want to take the honor trail at that break off, like I was saying, and go all the way up instead of going down and around here, landing on D. And see, there was 65 and we crossed through all these. Looks like the map's kind of needing a little redo here. That's what I mean. We need some people to, you know, contribute or something. I don't know, but I would buy a pass to this. You know, $20 for the year. That's not too much. A lot of people use it, or maybe a one-time pass if you're in town. You know, and just help out with some of this. You know, where it's starting to come up, but otherwise, it's a nice little trail. And I'm a heavy sweater and a heavy drinker, and I've already gone through. I got through about 6 water bottles in the ride. Now, I'll post my Strava here